My name is Irene Nyahe. I'm a human rights lawyer and the coordinator of the Coalition for Survivors of Domestic Violence. It's a group of professionals that have come together to fight for the implementation of free medical care for survivors, as we want to refer to them, because we feel that when we refer to them as survivors, it's powerful than calling them victims. We have lawyers, doctors, and different groups of professionals, activists, journalists. We have come together to fight this cause. I must admit that there are numerous obstacles to justice. There are numerous obstacles to justice, but significant among them is this free medical care that our laws have already established, that we have laws that are already in favor of the free medical care, but the enforcement of the law is becoming a problem. So the statement that we issued, we have outlined the laws, we have a constitutional provision, we have statutory provisions, as well as some decided cases that are in support of the implementation of the free medical care. But it's not happening. So we are calling on the government to take immediate action to issue directives to the relevant institutions, especially the Ministry of Health, so that doctors will stop charging victims when they come to the hospitals for medical examination. Now, the procedure is this. When victims usually go to the police station, they are given a form. When they are given that form, they are supposed to take it to a state institution, like a government hospital, for examination. And that government hospital, the doctors are what? Employees of the government. The government pays them. The hospital belongs to the government, that's the space. The instrument they are using belongs to the state, among others. And the hospital's fees says that when a state institution requires another state institution to perform a medical examination, it should be free. So the police, they are state institutions. The hospitals, the government hospitals, also state institutions. So why are we charging victims? Now let us remember that the victims are only witnesses for the state. That is why usually when you go to court, you hear the republic versus this. So the case is between the government and the alleged accused person. So it is the state that is supposed to do the investigation. The victim or the survivor is only a witness for the state. So why will she be paying? Sometimes some of these children get raped just because of some small things like come for toffee, or that some of these our kayayos that sleep at the demonstration in Accra. They are raped all the time. Some of them are even carrying pregnancies that they don't even know who their fathers are. So the people that are in this group are very vulnerable. So let us rise up and do the right thing. It doesn't take much. It just takes a directives. We don't need to go to cabinet over this. We don't need to pass any law in parliament again. The laws are already there. Let's just give the right direction to the institutions to do the right thing, so that we will all be happy. Now let us get this clear, that these fees are hampering access to justice. Why? Because most of the victims or the survivors get discouraged. Some of them do not have the 200, the 300, the 500. So they go back home and the criminals walk the streets. And if Kofi's friend went and raped somebody and there wasn't ever any prosecution and he's in the house, the other person will also try. So we have very low success rate as far as the prosecutions are concerned. So we are calling on the government to take an immediate action to resolve this problem.